Hey guys, it's me, Carly, back with another video, and I want to discuss my feelings on Flash and Arrow characters, or more likely the seasons. And I think that Flash has been kind of lackluster this season. I mean, first off, the whole Killer Frost storyline, that could have been done. I think that could have been done better because it's a little lackluster. And it's like, Caitlin has known about her powers for a few not years, but a few months prior. And if she's known about these powers, I get her fear of becoming evil, like Killer Frost, like her Earth 2 doppelganger, but what I don't understand is, if she's known about these powers, wouldn't she be able to control these powers and use them on a free will? Because for some reason, she has no problem freezing Barry out of the mirror when he got stuck in it, and she can make it snow, but she literally has to be begged to go save Barry from Savitar. But Barry is literally being choked, and she's like, oh, my powers are too dangerous. And then she has to be begged to save Iris, and she might lose control, but she can make it snow. Okay, that doesn't make sense. And then Iris is like, I trust you, Caitlin, I believe in you, and blah, 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 blah. But Iris does not even hesitate to put on a surgeon's coat and perform surgery on Caitlin, even though Barry could have easily went in, vibrated his hand, and got whatever was stuck in Caitlin out, like fake Jay did to Earth 2 Harrison Wells. So I'm just confused. And then the other thing is, I don't understand why. Also, this season has been proving to me that Iris is important, and I don't understand why Savitar would feel the need to lose control. And, well, I mean, it's explained, but I still don't get why the writers think Barry would, that us as the audience would believe that Barry would kill Iris, the love of his life, his soulmate, his lifelong best friend. Why he would do that? That doesn't make sense to me. So Flash has been And Flashpoint Paradox is disappointing because nothing really happened. Like, the Flashpoint Paradox movie was amazing. It's one of my favorite movies in the DC show. And yeah. And so now for Arrow. Arrow has been pretty decent. Great story. Consistent flashbacks, even though I don't get them all the time. But, it's just so... Felicity's still there. I don't know why. She betrayed the team. Curtis is there on the field. Nah. Dinah Drake or Tina Boland or Tuna Baloney, whatever it is you want to call her, and I don't get it. I don't understand why she's there. I mean, she's the physical replacement for Laurel, and you haven't really done much with her since you brought her in. That's the thing, too. Like, I don't get it. Why did you bother bringing in Black Siren for one episode, only to have her be replaced with Dinah Drake? Or whoever, this new chick, Black Canary Tuna Baloney. I don't even like calling her Dinah Drake or Tina Boland or whatever. Only so she can replace Black Siren. Just give Black Siren a redemption arc. You had so many opportunities with Laurel as a character that the writers keep missing them. I don't understand why. And Curtis doesn't even need to be on the field. Well, that Carly, you're starting to rant, but Curtis doesn't even need to be there. First of all, Curtis invented a microchip to cure paralysis. He could be starting his own company that helped disabled people. Like, people who don't have legs or people who are born without arms. He could be making prosthetics. He could be distributing those to hospitals. He could become the multimillionaire he is in the comics. As a matter of fact, it doesn't have every single character. Can you guys see it? Sorry if there's a blur. This is my DC comic book guide. I know, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? And, in fact, it says that Mr. Terrific, his name is Michael Holt. I want to read some Mr. Terrific comics because he sounds like an interesting character, and plus, he's a successful businessman of color, so what's not to like about him? And he knows what it's like to take care of a disabled brother, and yeah, so Mr. Terrific, the smartest man on Earth. Sorry if it's glary, but here it is. Here's a picture of Mr. Terrific. Oh, and it's funny, I just opened it up to mono. But it says, Michael Holt was the best at everything, the best student, the best Olympic athlete. And yes, Arrow, I'm still bitter at you for making Curtis struggle with the salmon ladder because he was a former Olympic athlete and the best husband. After a freak accident took his wife, Michael decided to become the best hero he could be. As Mr. Terrific, he has devoted his life to pursuit of justice on all the principle of equality for all. And plus, and his real name is Michael Holt, occupation hero, 6'2", weight 215 pounds, base New York City, Justice Society of America, and Checkmate are his allies, and his foes are Roulette and Amanda Waller. And yeah, and his powers, because they each give a description. Mr. Terrific is a genius who has mastered various maths, sciences, and languages. He is an excellent athlete and is always in peak physical condition. Arrow, do better. Okay, I'm sorry for the shaky camera. And thanks to his Olympic training, Mr. Terrific is also a skilled fighter and is skilled in many martial arts. So not only that, Mr. Terrific in the comics is a skilled fighter, skilled in many martial arts, and is always in peak physical condition. And I don't understand why the hell did you water down Mr. Terrific? Like I said, he could be doing civil rights. Mr. Terrific could be doing civil rights movements. He could be doing, Curtis could be making prosthetics. He could be doing lots of engineering stuff because he's that genius, and yet they dumb him down to a black gay Felicity 2.0. I don't get why. He is... What, have I said anything that I haven't said before? Oh, yeah. The other thing that bothers me is that he's not even like anything like his comic book counterpart, because he constantly gets his ass kicked as if somehow he can't fight, even though he held his own against Roy Harper. So yeah. And he straight up ran to Prometheus. I mean, he got knocked on his ass because Prometheus is a better fighter, but still. Oh god, he's so cringy. Okay, Renee could be like a bodyguard and be like a bouncer and still shoot guns and protect his daughter and blah blah blah. But that's like basically what Diggle does. So he'd be like a Diggle 2.0 in that way. And, who else? Okay, Artemis. Y'all just forgot about Artemis. Like, showed up, a few episodes, betrayed the team, blah blah blah, worked with Prometheus. Prometheus faked her death and then just to scare Oliver for faked fridged her for man pain, but sold for man pain. And then, like, I don't understand this. Oh, you haven't done anything with Tina since you brought her in. Where did Susan Williams go? I was happy to see Thea back on last week's episode, but what is up with Susan? Like, one, she's there, she gets kidnapped, maimed. No, she comes in, it's kind of a sneaky reporter. She had potential to be an interesting character. Gets reduced to a love interest. She bangs Oliver. Gets maimed and kidnapped, maimed by Prometheus. Is let go, set free, blah blah blah. We never hear from her again. Isn't this an interesting pattern? That Susan Williams is gone all of a sudden when she's not a love interest, but somehow Felicity still gets to be a love interest to Oliver, who right now, that's not what Felicity needs. Felicity does not need to be Oliver's love interest, and Oliver does not need to have any woman, because you know how I feel about him. If you've never watched my other videos, yeah. And my new favorite day at Oliver is Oliver Human Pap Smear Queen. That's hilarious. Sorry, I keep rambling, but yeah, I don't know what Arrow writers are thinking, or Flash writers for that matter, but let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, like, share, and subscribe to this video, and I hope you have a nice one.